Welcome back to another finite element analysis session. Today we are going to see a new unit, one-dimensional problems. Today we are going to see a new topic about derivation of displacement function u and shape function n for one-dimensional linear power element based on global coordinate approach. Okay, here now we are going to consider a bar element with nodes 1 and 2 as shown in the figure. Here and it has two nodes. We are considering it as a one element and it has two nodes. And in these two nodes there are the displacements u1 and u2. The total length of this bar is L. So u1 and u2 are considered as degrees of freedom in this bar element. u1 and u2 are considered as the degrees of freedom in this bar element. Since the element has got 2 degrees of freedom, this element has got 2 degrees of freedom, it will have two generalized coordinates also. So we are taking an equation u is equal to a naught plus a1x. A naught and a1 are global coordinates, or we call it as a generalized coordinates. So we are writing the u equal to a naught plus a1x equation in a matrix form. So u is equal to matrix of 1x and a naught a1 vector. At node 1 u is equal to u1, x is equal to 0. At node 1 u is equal to u1 and x is equal to 0, and at node 2 u is equal to u2 and x is equal to l. Okay, now substitute these values in the above equation. In the above equation we call this u is equal to a naught plus a1x. So u1 is equal to a1, u1 is equal to a naught, and u2 is equal to a naught plus a1l. So rearranging these equations and we in the matrix form, so u1 u2 vector of u1 u2 is equal to matrix of 1 0 1 l and into a naught a1 vector matrix. So we consider it as a u1 u2 as u star and matrix of 1 0 1 l as c and a vector matrix of a naught a1 as a. So u star is nothing but degrees of freedom, c is connectivity matrix, a is generalized or global coordinates matrix. So a naught a1 is equal to 1 0 1 l inverse u1 u2. So which is equal to 1 by L minus 0. So it will change into L minus 0 minus 1 1 u1 u2. Substitute a0 a1 values in the 2.16 equation. We are going to substitute the a0 a1 values in this equation. So u is equal to matrix of 1x into 1 by L matrix of 1 0 minus 1 1 into u1 u2. So which is equal to 1 by L into matrix of 1x L 0 minus 1 1 into u1 and u2, which is equal to 1 by L into L minus x into 0 plus x into matrix of vector of u1 and u2. So here u is equal to L minus x by L and x by L matrix u1 u2. So we are u is equal to L minus x by L and u1 u2. U is equal to L minus x by L u1 u2. U is equal to n1 n2 matrix of n1 n2 and vector matrix of u1 u2. Now the next one is displacement function u is equal to n1 u1 plus n2 u2. Now the equation will changes. It is in a cross multiplication n1 u1 plus n2 u2. So the shape function n1 is equal to L minus x by L and shape function n2 is equal to x by L. Now have an equal value equal to unity at the node to which it belongs to 0 value at the other nodes. So at node 1, we are going to substitute the value x is equal to 0. So n1 is equal to L minus x by L, which is equal to L minus 0 by L. So here we are getting the value for n1 is equal to 1. Now we are substituting n2 equal to x by L. Here x by L, when we putting x is equal to 0, we are getting the value of n2 is equal to 0. Now at node 2, x is equal to L. So in n1, we are substituting x is equal to L. We are getting the value of L minus L by L is equal to 0. So therefore the value of n1 is equal to 0. Now substituting L at the node 2, so we are getting L by L, the values n2 is equal to 1. We are getting the value for the shape function values. Now we are going to find out the stiffness matrix K. It is find out the stiffness matrix K. We got the value of displacement function u1, u2, and the we got the displacement function u1, u2, and got the shape function values n1 and n2. Now the next topic is stiffness matrix. In this stiffness matrix derivation, we are going to find out the value of K matrix. So let us review the strain energy expression in structural mechanics. We are considering omega 1, omega 2 up to omega n are nodal displacements. So in nodal displacements, omega 1, omega 2, omega 3 up to omega n, otherwise it is known as the degrees of freedom. So for degrees of freedom, when we call it as a W1, W2, W3 up to Wn, or the corresponding nodal loads acting at degrees of freedom, omega and W or column matrix. Here for W matrix, W1, W2, W3 up to Wn. Here likewise omega is equal to omega 1, omega 2, omega 3 up to omega n. Now here we know that W is equal to K matrix into omega star. So W is equal to nodal loads. Here W is equal to nodal loads. K matrix is equal to stiffness matrix, and omega star is equal to degrees of freedom. From the previous equations, we got the nodal loads and the corresponding degrees of freedom are linked through the stiffness matrix. So work done P is equal to strain energy. Here P is equal to 1 by 2 into W1 omega 2 plus 1 by 2 into W2 omega 2 plus 1 by 2 into W3 omega 3 plus up to 1 by 2 into omega n Wn. We can write the equation in a matrix. We can write the above equation in a matrix form. So P is equal to 1 by 2 into matrix of W1, W2, W3 up to Wn into omega 1, omega 2, omega 3 up to omega n. So P is equal to 1 by 2 into W of the whole power transpose into omega star. So here this transpose is converted into the row matrix will convert into column matrix, and column matrix will convert into row matrix. So while we substitute the above terms in the equation 2.2 in 2.23, P is equal to 1 by 2 into K, stiffness matrix K into omega star the whole transpose into omega star. So which is equal to 1 by 2 into K power T into omega star the whole power T into omega star. So P is equal to 1 by 2 into omega star the whole transpose into K matrix into omega star. Here K matrix is nothing but it is a symmetric matrix. So K power T is equal to K matrix. K power T is equal to K matrix. Here next one is strain matrix. Strain matrix, the formula is nothing but strain matrix is equal to B matrix into U star. So here strain power transpose is equal to B matrix transpose into U star transpose. So here strain matrix is a column matrix, Strain displacement matrix is a row matrix and degrees of freedom is a column matrix. This is for strain element, and now for the stress for the element, sigma is equal to Young's modulus into strain. So sigma is equal to capital D into small e, and E is equal to D. E matrix is equal to D matrix, which is called as a Young's modulus. So strain energy expression is given by U is equal to integral of 1 by 2 into e power t into sigma into dV. So while we substituting e power t in the sigma values, U is equal to integral of 1 by 2 into B matrix transpose and U star transpose into D matrix into E vector into dV. So we get the value of 1 by 2 into U star transpose integral B transpose into D matrix into E vector. So we get the value of 1 by 2 into U star transpose integral B transpose into D vector. So which is equal to, we get the value of 1 by 2 into U star transpose integral B transpose and D matrix into, we are substituting strain value in the strain vector value in the equation. So U is equal to 1 by 2 into U star transpose integral uh, B matrix transpose into D matrix into B matrix into U star into dV. So U is equal to 1 by 2 into U star transpose integral B transpose into D vector into B vector into dV. So U star into U star. So from the equation 2.24, we get the value of P is equal to 1 by 2 into omega star transpose into K matrix into omega star. So comparing the equations of omega star transpose, which is equal to U star transpose, omega star is equal to U star, and K matrix is equal to integral B matrix transpose D matrix into B matrix into dV. So stiffness matrix K is equal to, the final value is integral B power transpose D matrix into B matrix into dV. So B matrix is nothing but it is a strain displacement relationship matrix, and D matrix is stress strain relationship matrix. Okay, in one dimensional problem, strain which is equal to E is equal to du by dx, where U is equal to displacement function, D matrix is equal to Young's modulus. So Young's modulus, we get the Young's modulus equation. So in beam problems, we are using strain is equal to curvature. So curvature is nothing but which is equal to d squared u by dx squared. So D matrix is EI, which is called as flexural rigidity. So now we are going to see the properties of stiffness matrix. So the first one is, the stiffness matrix is always a symmetric matrix, and sum of elements in any column must be equal to 0. In the stiffness matrix, the elements of all the columns. So in the stiffness matrix, while we adding all the column values, we get the value is always equal to 0. So it is an unstable element, so the determinant is always equal to 0. It is an unstable element, so the stiffness matrix is always determinant of the stiffness matrix is equal to 0. So the dimension of the global stiffness matrix K matrix is equal to n into n. N is nothing but it is a number of nodes, and the each node has only one degrees of freedom. Each node has only one degrees of freedom. So the last one is the diagonal coefficients are always positive and relatively large when compared to the off diagonal values in the same row. And next one is derivation of stiffness matrix for one dimensional linear bar element. Here that's a linear bar element with two nodes and two displacements, and the length of the bar is L. So stiffness matrix, we know the stiffness matrix value B power T into D matrix into B matrix. So here U is equal to N1 U1 plus N2 U2. N1 is equal to L minus X by L and N2 is equal to X by L. So strain displacement matrix B is equal to dN1 by dx, dN2 by dx. So B matrix is equal to minus 1 by L and 1 by L. So matrix of minus 1 by L and 1 by L. So B power T transpose, the row will change into a column. So minus 1 by L and 1 by L. In one dimensional problems, B matrix is equal to E matrix, which is called as Young's modulus. So substitute the B matrix, B power T matrix and D matrix values in the stiffness matrix equation. So K matrix is equal to integral 0 to L B power T value minus 1 by L and 1 by L into Young's modulus into minus into B matrix value minus 1 by L comma 1 by L matrix into dV. So integral 0 to L matrix of 1 by L squared minus 1 by L squared minus 1 by L squared 1 by L squared into E into dV. So which is equal to integral 0 to L 1 by L squared minus 1 by L squared minus 1 by L squared and 1 by L squared of matrix E into A dx. So which is equal to A into E 1 by L squared minus 1 by L squared minus 1 by L squared and 1 by L squared of matrix integral 0 to L dx minus AE into matrix of 1 by L squared minus 1 by L squared 1 by minus 1 by L squared 1 by L squared into x 0 to 1. AE into area into Young's modulus into 1 by L square minus 1 by L square minus 1 by L square 1 by L square of matrix into L minus 0, which is equal to AEL into 1 by L square minus 1 by L square minus 1 by L square 1 by L square of matrix. Therefore, which is equal to AEL by L square matrix of 1 minus 1 minus 1 1, and therefore the final value is K is equal to, here L and L is cancelled, so AE by L into matrix of 1 minus 1 minus 1 1. So the properties of a stiffness matrix are satisfied because it is a symmetric and sum of all the elements in any column is equal to 0. So while we adding this matrix 1 minus 1 0, 1 minus 1 in the row in the column is equal to 0. In row also it is 1 minus 1 is equal to 0 and minus 1 1 is equal to 0. So the next one is derivation of finite element equation for one dimensional bar element. So the general force equation is F is equal to K matrix into U matrix. This is the general force equation. So F is nothing but it is an element force vector and K is a stiffness matrix and U is a nodal displacement matrix. The stiffness matrix K is given by AE by L 1 minus 1 minus 1 1. So for two nodal bar element F is equal to F1 F2, U is equal to U1 U2. So substitute the K matrix, F matrix and U matrix values in equation 2.35. So therefore F1 F2 is equal to AE by L 1 minus 1 minus 1 1 U1 U2. So this is the finite element equation of one dimensional two noded bar element. Now consider this is a bar and in this bar element the bar element is fixed at one end and another end is free and load is acting at the another end. So here the element is divided into four elements and it has 5 nodes. So finite element equation for two nodal bar element is F1 F2 is equal to AE by L 1 minus 1 minus 1 1 into U1 U2. So here we are taking the first element nodes. It has two nodes 1 and 2. So the equation will modified as F1 F2 is equal to AE by L 1 minus 1 minus 1 1 U1 U2. For second element also F2 F3 is equal to AE by L 1 minus 1 minus 1 1 U2 U3. For third element also likewise the equation changes to F3 F4 AE by L 1 minus 1 minus 1 1 U3 and fourth element is also we have F4 F5 vector is equal to AE by L 1 minus 1 minus 1 1 U4 U5. So now we are going to assemble the equations, assemble all the four equations as one. So we get the force equation as F1 F2 F3 F4 F5 is equal to AE by L 1 minus 1 0 0 0 minus 1 1 plus 1 because it is again we are adding because of repeated at the first element and also in the second element. So 1 plus 1 2 minus 1 0 0 0 minus 1 2 minus 1 0 0 0 minus 1 2 minus 1 0 0 0 minus 1 1 into U1 U2 U3 U4 and U5. So this is the final assembled equation. So we get the global stiffness matrix 1 minus 1 0 0 0 minus 1 2 minus 1 0 0 0 minus 1 2 minus 1 0 0 0 minus 1 2 minus 1 0 0 0 minus 1 1. So this is the global stiffness matrix. So, and the last one is load or force vector. So here we are going to find out the force vector. So here F is equal to integral of n the whole power t into x. So self weight due to loading force xb is equal to rho into a into dx. So for one dimensional bar element, the displacement function is given by u is equal to n1 u1 plus n2 u2. Here the shape functions n1 is equal to l minus x by l and n2 is equal to x by l. So for n matrix l minus x by l x by l, for n matrix the whole transpose l minus x by l x by l. So for F matrix is which is equal to integral 0 to L minus x by L into rho A dx minus rho A integral 0 to L minus x by L into dx. So which is equal to rho into A integral 0 to L1 minus x by L into dx. So minus rho into A integral 0 to L dx minus x dx divided by L. So x dx by L, so which is equal to rho A into x minus x squared divided by 2L x squared by L in 0 to L. So which is equal to rho into A 1 minus rho squared by 2L and rho squared by 2L rho A into 1 minus L squared by 2L L squared by 2L which is equal to A into 1 minus L by 2 and L by 2. So which is equal to rho A is equal to L by 2 divided by, sorry, rho A is equal to L by 2 L by 2. For force vector F E is equal to rho A L by 2 1 1. So the final output for force vector, to find out the force vector F is equal to rho A L by 2 1 1. Thank you.